2.3 liter Ford Ranger, 4-cylinder. It's got 8 plugs. Alright, first I did was lift up this side a little bit. Sorry. Alright. I got a bucket right here. Flashlight. Sorry. Petcock right there. This is the driver's side. Pop that open. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Alright. There's the radiator right here. There's the petcock. You gotta drain some of that out. One into the bucket right there. Just get a bucket or something. I lifted it right here. But also I got something over there. That's not a jack stand, but it's one of them scissor jacks. They're not hydraulic. Just trying to get it done quick. Lifted it up. Alright. Get back up here. Alright. That away. I had these two right here. It's a 10 millimeter right here. 10 millimeter right here. Get yourself a container. I loosened this up, the negative battery cable. It was a 13 millimeter. You could do either one. Do the negative mainly. Alright, that's the first thing you want to do. Do the hose clamp. You could get some pliers or whatever, you know, just regular pliers. I'm just using this because I have it. Alright, so put this on here. It was over here. Pop this off. Alright, get that one. I'll do right here for you guys. You got that one right there. Alright, so let me squeeze it. Alright. Got there locked into place. Put you back over there. Wiggle this a little bit. Wiggle it up. So I took off the hose first. I just took off the hose first. And this was because this was giving me trouble, so I just pulled the hose off, and I'll put this back on it. Squeeze it, squeeze that, let it go. I got this from Sears for like 30 bucks. It's made in France. Craftsman, made in France. All right. So now what we have is down here. I gotta take off those 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna take those off, and then the fan's gonna come out. All right. So I believe they're 10 millimeter. Let me just do that. What I'll do is I'll break it loose with the wrench, and then I'll use a ratcheting wrench. All right. That's what I'm gonna be doing right now. This is one of the difficult parts right here. You just got to move it out of the way. I do one and I do another. And I just grab the, I put the wrench, regular wrench. I put a regular wrench on the bolt, and then I turn it with the fan. I hold the fan with my hands, like that. And then now I'll just switch over to a ratcheting wrench. $10 millimeter. Once you get it pretty loose, maybe like 5 or 6 different turns, you'll be able to get it out by hand. This is I mean, look how much room though. So, there you go. 10 millimeter. Turn the fan, get the other one. It's already loose. I broke it loose with the regular wrench, and I'm just using a ratcheting wrench. You could use a regular wrench to take a little bit longer for you, or you could just use probably a 1/4 inch ratchet would fit a little bit better. See, air tools, I mean, I could probably get a 1/4 inch ratchet in here, but air tools take up a lot of room, especially the cord too. So, you know, it's going to take up a lot of room. But, oh, and by the way, I said I was going to do some diagnostics on this. There was really no diagnostics, honestly. I mean, it was just, I just did some homework, and then I did some tests, and it was a P01443, something like that. It was a, I'll do a video on it, but what it was a, no flow, EVAP, no flow. So, boom, I had those, you had 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. And there was these little ones right here. So I just broke them loose. And I'll show you how I broke them loose. I just put the wrench on there. I put the wrench on there like that. And then I just turned this like that. I just turned it. Alright. And then once I got it loose, I just used the the ratcheting wrench. I just used the ratcheting wrench to take it out a little bit farther than I got my hand in there and loosened it up. Alright, so it says right here front. You can see where it says front, so you're not going to mix it up. This one's actually looking like it's starting to crack. Probably needs to be replaced. It's a good thing we're doing this, because I'll just order this part. It needs to be replaced. You see it cracking? It needs to be replaced. Once you see cracking like that, it needs to be replaced. Alright, make sure you have yourself a little bucket or magnetic tray or something that you can put all the nuts and bolts in. And what I like to do is I'll bring my tools, and then after I bring my tools, whatever tools I pull out of the kit, I'll just put them aside away from the rest of the tools, and that way when you put it back, you know those are the tools you're going to be using when you're putting it back. And so you still can't take this out. The fan shroud, you still can't take it out. So let me take you over there, show you why. Alright, so I gotta take those four out right there. And then I'll do the same thing. I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna break it loose with the I'll break it loose with the 10mm wrench. And then I will ratchet it, ratcheting wrench, get the ratcheting wrench and take it loose. And so those bolts right there, 1, 2, 3, 4, they gotta come out. It's a little bit of pain in the ass because you have this in your way, so it's gonna be a little bit difficult. But you know, I could probably just I could go over there and plug in the since I'm not doing the water pump, I'll just plug up the petcock. Alright, so let me get down there, plug that, and that's what I'm going to be doing right there. I'm going to get right down there, I'm going to take those out. Alright, and you could just, it rotates right now, it moves right now. You pull this up a little bit, see how they go in those grooves right there? Pull them out, you just pull them out and move this up like that. And now you got plenty of room to get in here, right? So I'll get my, I'll come in here and I'll break this loose. See, I already got that loose. Get it loose. Get it loose. Get it loose. Get it loose. Actually, I can already get them loose. And then once this is off, I'll be able to take this whole thing off. Actually, I think this is bad too. Those are 10mm heads. Again. Let me get in there, I need my two hands. This is where ratcheting wrenches come in real handy. See how it just ratchets. You could grab the whole the clutch and wiggle it, loosens up the bolt a little bit. It's the last one. It pops off like that. Goes right on there. Like that. That comes off. Put that up there. Now the whole fan shroud comes out. Now we've opened her up a lot. Let me get down there and turn that petcock off. I think I've told you before, the bolt for this thing down here is, I believe it's 18 millimeter. So let me see. Let me get down there. Get an 18 millimeter. So in other words, this stuff right here is putting tension on that right now. You have a little bit of tension from the compression, but we're gonna pop this off right now. And if it doesn't pop off just like this, which it's already done it before, so it should pop off by itself. If it doesn't though, if you notice, let me try to get you in there. I believe it's the 18 millimeter. Let's just try to pop it off like that. See what happens. Let me get my... ratchet. My ratchet back. Check the breaker bar. Sorry guys, I don't have this stage. $18 is not 18, not even close. It's 22. So 22 millimeter. have to. Get up in there. I'm gonna take this belt off. I'm gonna wrap something around this pulley right here. And there. This is a 3/8. Where's that? You wanna keep track of the way it moves. The way that the belt goes. Plus it has it on one of these wiring diagrams. I mean on one of these diagrams. So either get a, if you don't have a diagram, get yourself a piece of paper and a pencil and a piece of paper and a pencil, and just write down the way it goes. Or watch my video. That's how it goes. Alright. So that's how you unloose it, like that. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna pull it off right there. I just pulled it off the alternator right there. So I lifted it, which would be that way, lifting it up. Or you could get something like, where is it? Maybe I don't have it. This makes it real easy. This makes it real easy. But you could just use that ratchet. Pull that off. Pull bolts off. Now we got to get to that. And what I'll use for that is, you can use the old belt if you have it. That's what I'm using. Alright, I'm gonna wrap that around there. Only got a couple more minutes in this video. Let me wrap that around there. Pause the video, wrap it around there, and then get back to it. So I got that chain on there like that. I got that chain online, Amazon, you know, like maybe 30 bucks. You could get it for cheaper. You start from the top right here. You grab it right there. Wrap it up this way. It comes down here. You can't get it in there. You have to push it down through there. All the way down. And grabs onto right there. And I get my breaker bar. Sorry. And it wedges against the side right there. And it took really no effort at all. So I'm sure you might pay somebody $20, $30. You could just go. Now just get the I'll just break it loose a couple more times, and then that's just the first part for you guys. And I'll get down to let me take that off. I'll take these covers off, and then I'll show you the other parts. Thanks for watching, guys. Comment, rate, subscribe. Once again, I got this on Amazon. It's called a